Hi, and welcome back to Sense and Sensitivity. Today I wanted to talk to you about rosacea and seborrheic dermatitis of the scalp, or dandruff, and hair care options that I've found that have been really effective in treating my dandruff and sensitive scalp. So, while dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis and facial rosacea are not related conditions, you don't have to have both come at the same time. Researchers have found that about 28% of people diagnosed with rosacea are co-diagnosed with having seborrheic dermatitis or dandruff of the scalp. And unfortunately for me, I am one of those people. So while going through my rosacea journey with trying to figure out products and lifestyle choices to help manage my rosacea, I also had to figure out how to manage my scalp and hair care. So to give you a little bit of background, I have fine, wavy, delicate hair. So my hair dries out easily, my scalp can dry out easily, it's easily irritated, but at the same time my hair is really fine, and so trying to find that balance between products that are going to be good for my scalp and hydrate my hair with products that that won't overly moisturize it or make it too stringy or too limp or too flat is very, very difficult. And I haven't perfected this. I also am not a hair styling expert and I don't spend a ton of time on my hair, but I do like to take care of my scalp and my hair like I do my face and my body. So just using good quality products that are non-irritating and being consistent with what I do. So I wanted to share some products that I've found along my journey that have been really beneficial for me. So I find hair care really interesting because there's been such an explosion of recommendations. Wash your hair often, don't wash your hair at all, wash your hair sometimes, use dry shampoo, don't use dry shampoo, you're gonna dry your hair out, use oil, don't use oil, right? There's people who are on every side of the spectrum of discussing what benefits their hair. So all I can say is what's worked for me or not worked for me from my point of view of having rosacea with seborrheic dermatitis of the scalp, as well as delicate, fine hair. These recommendations might not work for somebody with a lot thicker hair or with other conditions. So, take what I say with a grain of salt for sure. But what I've found for me is that scalp massages and oil masks and things like that, firstly, just don't really work for my hair. And it's really interesting because I think that in the research, you'll find that a lot of times rosacea and seborrheic dermatitis are conditions that can be irritated by the use of oils. So while it might seem counterintuitive because it can seem like dandruff is dry, flaky skin, so doesn't it need more moisture, oil may not be the thing that helps it. The first thing that helped me was figuring out my frequency of washing. So again, with seborrheic dermatitis, you actually do want to wash more frequently. You don't have to wash every day, but you want to wash every few days. Going a week without washing and then using dry shampoos to kind of keep the hair looking clean is not functional for a healthy scalp. And a lot of hairdressers will tell you that regardless of the type of hair or scalp condition you have, but especially in the case of dandruff, you do need to be gently cleansing your scalp and hair more frequently and not trying to cover it up with dry shampoo. So that would be my number one tip, is finding the routine that works for you. That's the balance of taking care and maintaining moisture in your scalp, but also keeping it cleansed. And for me, that's washing about every 2 to 3 days when I shower. I shower more frequently than that, but during those showers, every 2 to 3 days, I wash my hair. The second thing was looking at those products I'm using consistently. And again, just like with toothpaste and some facial and body care products, eliminating hair care products that have sulfates in them. That's another hot topic in the world of hair care, and one that I found really useful for me, although it may not matter for you. But for me, avoiding sulfates and avoiding products with really strong fragrances has been the most important thing, and also avoiding products with any sort of typically like tingling sensation. Once I took those out of my products, my scalp and hair started benefiting a lot. So some of the products I like to use for my frequent washes, one is a brand called Innersense, and this is a organic hair care line. It is more on the expensive side, but the products really are concentrated. They last a long time, at least for somebody like me with medium length fine hair. I don't need that much product to cleanse and condition my hair. They are fragranced with essential oils, but they're very mild. I do avoid essential oils in my face care and body care, but I haven't found this line to be irritating. The scents don't linger too long, and I find them really nice. So I use their Color Awakening Hair Bath, which is their shampoo, and then I use their Pure Inspiration Daily Conditioner, and it comes in a pump. I find these to be nicely cleansing without overly drying, and the conditioner is really, really nice for my fine hair. They also have a leave-in conditioner that I really like. It's called Sweet Spirit, and again, it has a fragrance, but it's really mild. It doesn't linger, so by the day after you've washed your hair, you're not going to smell much of anything, which for me has been beneficial, both for my allergies as well as for like the chance of irritation of my scalp. So I really like that Innersense brand. I think they do a good job. I know they're a good ethical company, both for animals and environmental concerns, so all around a good recommendation. The other brand I really like, and basically we'll be talking about for the rest of this episode, is Briogeo. And I know it's a very popular brand, but I think it's popular for a reason. So on a regular basis, I'm really liking their Be Gentle, Be Kind Aloe and Oat Milk fragrance-free shampoo and conditioner. So again, gently cleanses but does clarify, and I love the conditioner. I find it really, really moisturizing without being too heavy for my hair. No scent, and just they really take care of my scalp. You know, there's common ingredients that we find in soothing products across the board, like oats and aloe, and these products have those. And so I know they were formulated with scalp sensitivities in mind. So those are my go-to for my regular washing. Now, a product I discovered when my dermatitis, or when my dandruff got really bad, was the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. Now I know this says coconut oil, and I was just talking about avoiding oils, but I don't find it to be an issue in this. For me, it's more like melting straight up coconut oil and using that as a mask does not work for me. This product is quite pricey, but very good. So before I tried this, I tried a few drugstore brand dandruff shampoos. So I did try a Head & Shoulders product, and there was another one that I tried. I can't remember the brand now. And honestly, the fragrances in them were so irritating, I couldn't even sleep at night. So I couldn't give them a chance long enough to see if they were going to take care of the dandruff, because my scalp and my allergies were so irritated by the fragrance I couldn't use them. So I knew I needed to find something else. I did a lot of research, and I kept reading about this over and over again, that the exfoliating particles, which are very, very gentle, as well as the charcoal, which I also use in my body care sometimes, were really good for scalp conditions, including dandruff. So I decided to give it a try, and it really, really works for me. So when I first started, I was using this more regularly. I actually started by using this as my shampoo every time I washed my hair, because I had so much buildup and so much dandruff. And then after a while, once I sort of found that balance in my condition, I use this about once a week to once every 2 weeks in rotation with my other shampoos to just continually provide maintenance to my scalp, that exfoliation and kind of extra deep cleansing. So this one, I really don't like that it's in a tub. I wish it came in a squeeze tube or a pump, but it's a thick gray shampoo. It smells really good, like mint and cocoa, and you just scoop some out, and you have to be careful. I kind of just keep it on my fingertips and go straight to the scalp line. Sometimes with shampoo we kind of go from the outside in, but with this, really the point of it is to massage and exfoliate your scalp. So you want to get it as close to the scalp as possible. And I'll do a couple scoops so I can get down here too. And I really focus on getting every inch of my scalp covered in hair to make sure that it's getting that exfoliation and those clarifying and cleansing ingredients. And so I think that in combination with, like I've said in the past, my lifestyle changes, my diet changes, and the other things I found over time that help with my rosacea and other sensitivities made a really huge difference. But I do think that this has helped just keep my scalp clear and maintain that health. And I never get dandruff anymore. I bought the Scalp Revival Cooling Jelly Conditioner, but this I don't like, so I don't use this anymore, but my husband does use it and he likes it. I found it too irritating and tingling. They both have mint in them. This one I don't find to leave a tingling sensation at all on my scalp. It does have a nice minty aroma when you put it on, especially with the steam of the shower, but it's never irritated my scalp or my allergies, and once I rinse it out, it's done, it's fine. My scalp feels clean, but not irritated. This, however, I guess because it says it's supposed to be cooling for people with sensitivities can sometimes be interpreted as irritating, right? So the balance of ingredients, mint, and whatever else they've put in here to cause that cooling sensation, for some people feels refreshing, and for me feels really irritating. And the one time I used this, I had to rewash my hair afterwards to really stop that feeling because I couldn't get out of the shower. It was just too irritating. So that's just something to think about with this, that it is a stronger product, and if you are sensitive as well as having seborrheic dermatitis, it might be too much for you, but I don't find that same effect with the shampoo. The last product I use occasionally is the Briogeo mask. Don't Despair Repair mask. This is a little sample size, and I really like this product. I think it's kind of incredible how moisturizing it is, even for extremely fine hair, without it leaving my hair too greasy or flat. So that's really great. The fragrance is a bit stronger, which I don't love, so I don't use it frequently, but every now and then if my hair is very dry, I'll just put some on the tips while I'm in the shower and rinse it out. And the fragrance, using that small of an amount, especially because my hair is fine, I'm using, like the tiniest pinky finger bit, does seem to make a difference in the health and moisture without overloading me on fragrance, which could be irritating. So those are the products I'm currently using and have been using for at least probably 2 years. This not as long because it didn't come out that long ago, but I've been using this for a while now with good results. More brands are starting to come out with fragrance-free shampoos that I'd be curious to try in the future. I know, what's Kristen Ess? I think is what it's called, Kristen Ess at Target. She has a fragrance-free line that I'm really curious about, and I've read mixed reviews online. Some people say it's great, some people say it's drying, and that's why I haven't tried it yet. But the price point's really good. I think it's $10 a bottle. It's easy to get at a Target or order online through Target. So after I finish these Briogeos, I might try that. I wish she would make small sizes. That would be great. But I would love to try those because they are unscented, and I know she formulated them for highly sensitive skin and scalp. And I know Desert Essence, which is a more eco-organic brand, sells an unscented shampoo and conditioner, but that's quite hard to find. And I've never been able to find it in like the natural food store, but I know that online it does exist and gets pretty good reviews. So before I forget, one of the most recommended shampoo brands for people with sensitive skin and sensitive scalps is called Free and Clear. And I have tried their shampoo and conditioner, which are fragrance free, and I really didn't like them. The shampoo was very drying, and the conditioner was very thick without hydrating or moisturizing my hair. So it was not a good combination. In fact, when I was using it for a while, the person I was getting my hair cut with commented on what bad condition my hair was in, and I had brought those shampoos in, the shampoo and conditioner in, because I didn't want her using the salon products because they were heavily fragranced, and she hated them and really encouraged me to find something else. And that's when I went to the Innersense brand, and I found that one, and then eventually I found Briogeo. So I know a lot of people love them. I understand why dermatologists recommend them, because the ingredient list is so short and so safe typically for people with sensitivities. But for hair health wise, they were really drying and damaging for my hair. I think if you're somebody with thicker hair that can just withstand more, they might not have the same effect. But if you have really fragile, delicate hair like me, I would just be careful with those, because they might do more harm than good. And I do think there are more options out there now that could benefit both your scalp, your skin condition, as well as the condition of your hair, and provide just a better experience overall than the Free and Clear products. So that's all for today. As of yet, I haven't found any good fragrance-free styling products, and because my hair is so fine, I typically avoid styling products altogether. I wish I had some recommendations for that. My only recommendation would be careful with your styling products, including your dry shampoo and any aerosols, or creams, gels, whatever. Check through the ingredients, avoid sulfates. If you're sensitive to fragrances like me, I wish I had better news for you, but if you're finding that you're still irritated after you've changed your shampoo and conditioner routine, it might be time to take a look at those styling products too. And I hope in the future, as more brands become aware that there are many of us out there with sensitivities, that they start making more fragrance-free styling products that really do a good job and are functional and work well, so that we can enjoy styling our hair and making it beautiful without suffering the consequences. So I hope you found this video enjoyable and informative. Comment below with any products you found that work for your scalp condition, your seborrheic dermatitis, your sensitive skin, your sensitive scalp, and any questions you might have. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much.